defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the about doing?
Hey yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been in jail before? Whoa. And all them motherfuckers you run with, get done with, done quick. You gon' poke the dog with some bumps. Alright, they go to click 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's the mommy of club. 'Cause every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, right? Slim, so watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now 'cause they miss you. Try to diss you. That's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you I got you thinking that you Superman, I got the kryptonite. With my the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of we whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put him in the stand. You keep off, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you the soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to leave. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Steelers hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
1979 Broncos.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 45-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
Bills 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Now a 2nd and 10. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Allen to throw it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. We go to Johnson again. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
That went out wide and intercepted. And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Good throw here by Allen, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To the air, Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, my God, man.
Connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Steelers' 6-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That ties the game.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Second and 4. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So from the 37, here's a second and 9. As Shaheed going to go in motion. Here's Cook again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, a guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw.
Now a screen set up for Johnson.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. 14.
Bills 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offense.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Now Fields going to run. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Third and 9 here.
Here we go. 19 winning. Here we go. Hey, Can. Let's fucking go straight. 11. Right.
Out of the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Alert, alert, alert!
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bills 21, Steelers 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Again, it's Cook. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Allen off the play fake. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Play action. Now it's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
11. Easy. Hey, can.
Here's Fields. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Allen from the gun on third down. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down in the yard. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Cook up the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On play action, Allen. Heavy rush, and down he goes. His dad certainly had a few of these. Joey Porter Jr. there for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case,
and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Bro, fucking juke somebody, you piece of shit.
5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
This now a 3rd and 4. To the air, Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Kent to return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And we'll get a few yards here to the 34.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Ready, break. Go.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 39. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Dumbass fucking idiot.
11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Again, it's Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead.
35. Bills 28.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock.
No hurry before you run your second down play.
They run it again with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But now he appears to be in some pain. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The rain compounding issues here for a possible field goal try. They'd love to obviously get closer or even pick up the first down if they can. It's third down. Now Allen.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
In motion, the tight end.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Fields now to throw.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
EQ.
Back to throw. Fields.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go.
The first down carry for Davis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. First and goal. Davis. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. But defensively, that's a nice stop there on third down here in the fourth quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Buffalo, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year.
What defines my name? What defines my name?